Sats call, dubes and dubettes. Today, we're going to start exploring the Kettle Valley Railbed. This is part of Myra Canyon. We came up the June Springs entrance. Oh. So this area here, I was kind of thinking Ruth was on the other side, but that's probably Carmine. But yeah, so this looks like a little station where you would get on and off, which we're not down close to the valley at all, and there would be no clean and easy way of getting up and down here. Dry stack stone, which is typical of the area, and it was probably the easiest way to build quick and dirty shelters, walls, and retainers and things. Can't really tell you what that would be, but it kind of could be a coal bunker or something. You can see the giant amount of waiting room space you got up here. So yeah, this must have been pretty popular. I know we take it for granted how much easier we have it, but when you're face to face with this sort of stuff, it makes it a little bit different. Now there is this little footpath that looks like it's been used a fair bit, but I don't recall anything being up over here. There's nothing here but a little pit. So, two things. It could be a little spring hole. Look at all these little mushrooms. It could be a spring hole, so somewhere to get fresh water, which has a good chance of it being. Or it could be, the resident outhouse. And I just stepped on a bunch of ghost poop. Fun times. I built it pretty solid, mostly by hand. There had probably been rudimentary machines, steam powered, and I think it was probably close to the time where ICE vehicles were available. They just weren't cheap enough to own or use. But again, I could be completely off on those dates. I'm not a historical type guy. But they would have built this basically mostly by hand. Hand and horsepower, I'm sure. They had to camp up here and basically live up here. You couldn't just run into town anytime you wanted. And it would probably been a pretty hard life. There's I don't know about this section, but we do have the unfortunate history of using Chinese labor, which, I mean, it's good to have a job, but they weren't paid enough. They were basically almost slavery rates or indentured servant kind of rates. It wasn't a grand life. They weren't gonna strike it rich. I think some of the people that worked on the project were under the impression that if the company did well, they would do well, but as we know, that's never a thing. So yeah, that's kind of a tragic and unfortunate part of our history, but it is part of it. And we can't deny it any more than we can ignore it. Here's a start of a view. Now, out here, there's this outcrop with a tower on it. God, that kind of looks like the top of Black Mountain. It looks very funny from this direction. It doesn't look like it at all, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's got to be Black Mountain. Here you see the city down below. So in here will be Tuvie, and that'll be Black Mountain. If you've never climbed Black Mountain before, well, if you don't know, I'm here to let you know. That's a good one. That one's worth it. So right here, you can see a bunch of them. Scrolling up, you can see that tall guy right here. I don't know if the color's coming through, but he looks like he's starting to change. I was kind of hoping for more of that out here because it gets golden in areas. Oh! Huh. Look at those guys. We're off into the tunnel of forest. Are you liking it yet? Oh, I see. There's something down there, a rock oven. So this will be a rock oven. This is how you'd cook your food back in the day. Now, I'm not a history expert or nothing, but I think this one came out of the local Sears catalog. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. Some of these sections were intended to be tunnels, but either collapsed or weren't stable enough that they had to just dig them on out. Actually, at the end of the day, that would have sucked. Like, getting through it, and then all of a sudden, in the morning, you're gonna have some pretty serious tonnage to move out of here. Hashtag you thought your job was bad. So you see this strange out of place telephone pole here, and it's broken off. That has every possibility of being a telegraph line. When they ran the telegraph along the trestles here. If you take a peek, I wonder if I can zoom in enough to actually get a view of one of the trestles. Yeah, right in the middle there, if you can see that. It's a bit dark on the screen from what I'm looking at. There might be something in here. But yeah, I think that's the only one I can see from this vantage point, except maybe this guy right here. Well, that could probably be a tunnel, but it could also be a rock cut. There's two tunnels on this kind of section on the other side there. A small one, a large one. The large one is actually bent on the inside, so you don't get daylight all the way through, which makes it really neat in and of itself. But yeah, if you're up here and you're afraid of the dark, don't go in that one. It's not bad, but so it looks like all this washed out not too long ago. You can see how the trail kind of looks like the same dirt from up there. Look at all this beautiful granite in here. All the colors and the textures. The veins of the quartz. The sparkle of the pyrite. storm shelter. Yeah, it looks like they've dropped down a little bit of KVR equipment. Kind of looks like a logging roller to run logs up and down the hills. This one is an ice engine, internal combustion diesel of some kind. The donkey engine. Hard to see up there, but there's an osprey cruising around in the middle of the mountains. West Fork Canyon Creek. This is the largest trestle in Myra Canyon. 726 feet or 220 meters. That's pretty good. That's long. And then 55 meters high. Sure feels like a heck of a lot higher than that. Doesn't that feel like a little more than 55 meters? You guys feel like you're getting high yet? Right in here, there's an old retaining wall. Looks like it got burnt up a little bit, but otherwise, still in decent health. Little mushroom growing out of that. Look at that guy. That's pretty cute. Old irrigation redirection. One, two, three, 4, 5. That's my target. Yell out if you see him out there. I'm not seeing him. This rock up here again, it's going to be a little different. It's kind of looking like dacite again, kind of forming up into sections. But again, I'm no geographist. I'm no geologian, yo. See all these cement pads and the way the rocks have been turned into a retaining wall. There was a water tank here at some point. Seeing any pikas yet? They want a Pikachu. See that little dot there? That'll be the entrance to one of the tunnels. Could very well be the long one, but from here it's kind of hard to tell. I think the long one was the second one. Yeah, is there any surmisable trail info? Not really, hey, it's not going to tell you how high up you go. Picture this. It's over 100 years ago, and this is you heading into camp for the night. You can see the whole bend in the trestles. Now the KVR just rolls around this whole canyon. How are we getting past this grossness? Well, made it all the way up here, and then we pretty much just walked right past the camp. There's a couple of flat spaces with a little bit of metal. I didn't see the metal, but back in 1914, they built a little tent platforms there to camp out at. Really not sure if that was a workman's camp or if it was a supervisor's camp, but I really can't see that area holding enough people to be a worksite camp. quick update on our way through here. I didn't mention, I don't think, that this is the Myra Bellevue Park area. This trail down here will take you down to June Springs. I don't know if that's Angel Springs, sorry. It'll take you to Angel Springs, which is another beautiful trail, definitely worth it. But yeah, you can see this is a massive giant park. You can explore for probably about 100 years out here and not see it all. Alright guys, I hope you like the show so far. We're pretty much at the end. What we're going to do is take a peek up here to this camp that was set up in 1912 to 1914. I've been in here before. It was quite neat. An old carrying case of some kind. That's Roof Station. That's what we were looking at with that foundation. I don't know, man. It seems a little dry. The animals are going to have a hard time. The well. Well. Whew. Well, I mean, they took more time with that than the animal watering hole. Yeah, that's pretty deep. This will be a stone oven. This oven is one of two at this camp, built by Italian stonemasons. It was used extensively to bake large loaves of bread. Each loaf was approximately 2 feet and 8 inches high. Men needed about 5,000 to 6,000 calories per day, which is pretty good. Ate 1.5 loaves of bread a day. Ouch. There's a cabin foundation. Like where? It's probably in this dugout area by the looks of things, but nature definitely took it back. And I think this just doubled back around. There's something in a cage over there. Must have been the poor guy's well. That one's barely even dug. Hey, you all into pot? Yeah.
New though.
Yeah, they're enamel, so could be. But yeah, they're. I don't think they're 1914 old. Yep. Jam-packed with history, man. Jam-packed with history. All right, dudes and dubettes. I'm gonna let you go. Guess we did about 14 and a bit K. Less than 100 meter elevation gain, I'm guessing. but definitely a beautiful one, if not completely overrun and swarming with people. So I'll sign off here. Hope you guys have a good one. And don't forget, whoa, I knee. That back there was E.A. Morrissey's camp. I wonder if the guys called him, yeah, Morrissey.